Princess of Wales latterly said that this was one of the worst periods of her life, and it was an episode apparently that she never wanted to repeat again. You see these pictures here? Well, of course it shocked everybody, didn't it, when of course the Prince and Princess of Wales and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex got out of the car together to pay their respects and look at the flowers, of course, of the many well-wishers and of course very much grieving people at the sad passing of Queen Elizabeth II in Windsor. I was there that day. Literally, it shocked everybody, and you could see from those pictures that Meghan Markle herself was in fact very nervous at the whole situation. But according to a very good source, actually Meghan didn't want this at all, but not in the way you think. As ever, let me explain. Good morning, how are you? Nice to see you. Yes, we're back on a bus, a very rocky bus. As somebody pointed out to me the other day, Neil, those roads look bumpy. They are a bit, but it's all thanks, of course, to our illustrious Mayor, Sadiq Khan, who's now reduced all the traffic down to 20 miles an hour, bumps in the road, and I feel so sorry for cyclists because, you know, if you don't know they're not even sort of raised up, they're hidden away. Terrible, really, and slowing everything down. Would I say it's helped traffic? Not necessarily. It just slowed everything down. It's a little bit like this particular royal story. As I say, this footage shocked a lot of people, and rightly so, because when you think about it, nobody expected any of them to come out, and certainly all together. Catherine, as I said, famously has let it be known that she found the whole situation very stressful. I thought she and the Prince of Wales handled the whole situation very professionally indeed. But what was interesting and what developed afterwards was simply this. As you know, apparently it was, of course, the Prince of Wales' niceties that suggested that they should do this as a foursome, as a mark of respect. But Meghan apparently wasn't ready, didn't have a hairdresser, makeup, didn't know what to wear. I mean, really, how hard is this? Do you understand what I mean? But here's where it gets more interesting, because according to that source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, Meghan felt that actually it might be better if she and Harry were to escort the King and Queen. That's right, King Charles and Queen Camilla. Always eye on the bigger picture, I kid you not. And this was part of the problem behind the scenes, because when you think about it, there is, of course, William being very magnanimous and saying, let's do this as a family, let's do this together, even though he knew Catherine was under a lot of strain, not just because, of course, like so many of us, she was very, very upset at the loss of Queen Elizabeth, but more importantly, what an awful situation to put you in, knowing that this person has trashed you on international television. Apparently Meghan felt this was a good idea simply because it would keep the distance between them and people wouldn't speculate, and of course the focus should be on Queen Elizabeth. Now what's interesting, of course, is senior courtiers realised this particular game plan, but also Prince Harry liked this particular idea too. And when you think about it, you can understand exactly how they wanted it to play out. It put those two, should I say, literally in a senior role. Naturally, this was squashed and the word got back that it would be with William and Catherine, or not at all. And that's the reason why you see Meghan looking slightly nervous, to say the least, because it's obviously being fed back to the Prince and Princess of Wales, and they knew exactly how they felt, and that's really what made everybody so tense. You could feel it literally on the walkabout within the grounds of Windsor. A terrible day for everybody, but as ever, a terrible day for all those concerned, and not made any easier, of course, by Meghan's wheeling and dealing, as many people have now later revealed. Neil Sean in the very heart of London on the back of a London red bus.